Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Combo here. Today I'm bringing you guys some more Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay. And after a couple weeks of playing this game, I just wanted to upload another video here kind of talking about Black Ops Cold War for the PS4 and giving a little bit more of my opinion and thoughts about the game now that I've been playing it for almost a month, I guess, a couple weeks, three or four weeks now. And I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been thinking and, as the current state of this game, and just, I have a lot more playtime under my belt after that video I made a couple weeks ago, seeing if this game was worth it. So I definitely want to talk about more of the downsides of some things that are frustrating in this game, in this gameplay. And I think after that I can maybe talk about if I think this game is still worth it for the PlayStation 4. But I have some Team Deathmatch gameplay on Nuketown. This is from the Nuketown 2020 or Nuketown 24/7 playlist. And in this game, I don't know what happened. This is the only time this has ever happened to me. Every time I hit the jump button or the X button, this like keyboard popped up. I know it's a known glitch. I'm not sure how it happened in the beginning of this gameplay, but it was only for this match. It was kind of annoying, but I still ended up doing okay. And here's where I kind of figured it out. It's when I hit the jump button. So I tried to avoid it for the rest of the game. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about the negatives of this game when it comes to multiplayer, because multiplayer is what I play most. I did play a lot of Zombies, and Zombies is great. There's only one map as of right now, and I'm sure Zombies will get a lot better, but Zombies is fun. Everything is connected, so your Zombies level is connected to your multiplayer level, and all of the guns are leveled up across multiplayer and Zombies, which I like a lot. And Zombies is definitely a fun and much less frustrating experience sometimes than multiplayer. So the biggest things, I guess, my complaints for multiplayer, the biggest and most obvious issue with multiplayer, and I mentioned this in my last video, is the skill-based matchmaking. And in this game, it is much more evident than ever before. So for those who don't know what skill-based matchmaking is, it's when they pair you up with people who are a very similar skill level to you, and essentially that makes each match a very sweaty, competitive environment. Like, you feel like you're playing game battles most of the time. You feel like it's like an MLG scrim match where you're trying your best. You have to use the best guns, you have to use metal weapons, you have to camp. It gets you away from how you want to play the game, and it's just a very frustrating experience. So the skill-based matchmaking in this game is very strict, and even to the point where, like, it takes sometimes up to 5 minutes for me to find a match, which is kind of crazy, right? Because this is a new Call of Duty game. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people playing the game across all the different platforms. This game is cross-platform compatible, and you can play with PC players, Xbox One, there's PS4, the new Xbox, the new PlayStation. Like, everybody's playing this game, right? It shouldn't take that long to find a match, but just because of their strict criteria when it comes to matching you against players that are close to your skill level, it just takes so much longer to find a match because they have to find players that are close to your skill level, like I said. And there's been some news, and really interesting stuff that's come out recently about the skill-based matchmaking in this game. And a lot of YouTubers have actually done studies on this, surprisingly, like actual almost scientific, well, I guess they are scientific studies, looking at the skill-based matchmaking in this game and trying to figure out how it works. And the results are pretty surprising in that they find that skill-based matchmaking is indeed in this game, as we all know. And, just like the extent of which it's present is kind of crazy. I've never played a Call of Duty this sweaty, and my kill-death ratio is like 1.4. That's like the lowest it's ever been. So it's kind of frustrating. Like, I just want to play Call of Duty, as most people do. Just want to play Call of Duty to have fun. You want to run around and play and just, play how you want to play. You don't want to have to use the same weapons every game. You don't want to have to try your best every single game. Once in a while, it's definitely fun. Like, I loved competitive matches. I used to play game battles and back in, like, Black Ops Wii and Modern Warfare 3. Competitive is fun, but, it's only fun in moderation, and, like, most of the matches that you play are, like, super sweaty, where you're struggling to go positive or, like, struggling to get a 2KD. And it's just a very frustrating experience. And the whole community knows about it. The whole community is talking about it, and hopefully they fix it, but it does not look like they will. In fact, they are actually it appears that they're doubling down on the skill-based matchmaking in this game, in the sense that anyone who brings it up, like on the official Reddit page or something like that gets their post removed, or like there's been apparently there's been a lot of censoring on the Reddit page, and like they've banned the SBMM clan tag on the game and just like ridiculous stuff like that. But it's just confusing. I don't understand why skill-based matchmaking has to be in to such a large degree. Like, I understand protecting the new player bracket, right? Like, if you remember from World at War, they had playlists for new players called Boot Camp, and you could only get into it if you were like a level 20 or below or something like that. And after that, it would become locked. And they should do something similar to that. Like, if your kill-death ratio is in the bottom, like 30% of average, like of all the players in this game, maybe they should put you with more, like you should get paired up against players who have a similar kill-death ratio. I understand that. Like, new players should be protected in some way. They shouldn't be getting into like YouTube, Twitch lobbies with like dudes dropping nuclears and Moabs left and right. Like, that would just discourage them from playing the game. I understand that, and I understand from a business standpoint, like, the importance of keeping new customer retention and things like that. But I think after, like, the bottom 30%, like, if they stuck them together in a match or, you know, in a player bracket or whatever, I think they should let the rest of the players play. Like, the rest of the 70% of players or something. Like, there shouldn't be any skill-based matchmaking at all. Like, it should just be based on connection. You should get paired up with players who are closest to you geographically or have similar connections to you. That makes the most sense. But, you know, I guess from a business standpoint, there's something I'm missing here, that there has to be such strict skill-based matchmaking, and it has to be to the degree where, like, people are not playing this game because of how strict the skill-based matchmaking is. But if you're playing this game, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Each match is sweaty. Like, you'll get into matches with professional, seemingly like really good players, and you're just like, you don't want to play them every game. So this was actually my first free-for-all match ever. It's with the AUG, aka the most overpowered weapon in the history of Call of Duty. I just wanted to try it out here with, you know, in free-for-all, and it's just unbelievably overpowered, which takes me to my next point: the overpowered weapons, aka the entire marksman rifle category, or whatever they call it. The AUG, the M16, the DMR, and the other one, they all are like super overpowered and need some kind of nerf. I don't know if they're planning on nerfing these at some point, but like, holy crap, the AUG is just unreal, and the M16 is unreal in its ability to just melt you. Like, I've had ridiculous deaths countless times, and no other guns in the game like really come close to this gun's killing potential. It's pretty much just like a sniper rifle on steroids. It's much easier to use than a sniper rifle. It aims down the sight much quicker. It's extremely easy to use, and when you get into a full lobby of sweats using this thing, it's like you better just back out of the lobby because it's just not fun. It's like, it's crazy. You should see, like, I should have probably died there. But yeah, I'm going to actually show you a clip now. Alright, so here's a clip of me playing Combat Arms, I think this mode is called, the 12v12. And granted, we are hurt here, ready? But we're just driving, and all of a sudden, we just both get melted. So me and my teammate who are on this thing got collateraled, one-bursted with the AUG. And that just kind of shows you how crazy powerful that gun is. It's unreal, and it's frustrating. It leads to a lot of quick melt deaths like that one. But I'm sure, like I said, if you play this game, you're aware of that issue, and hopefully it will be balanced soon, but I'm not really sure what they can do to that. Another negative thing is kind of how the score streak system is built in this game, and score. So in previous Call of Duties, you did get rewarded for playing the objective. You got rewarded for capturing points, staying on the hard point, and you got a lot more score when you were on a point and you killed somebody while you were capturing a point or something like that. In this game, it's much more different. You barely get any score for capturing objectives, and you get a ton of score for building score streaks, or for building kill streaks, I should say. And what I mean by that is just maintaining a long streak. So if you get like a 10 kill streak, you're going to get a crazy amount of XP and score. Your score is going to go up like a couple thousand just for getting like a 10 kill streak. Even a 5 kill streak will give you like 1,000 or 2,000 score. And by the end of the match, like, I've had many hardpoint matches and domination matches where I was by far the leader on my team in objective play. Like, I had 10 plus captures, like a whole bunch of kills while on a point, or I held the hard point for like over 120 seconds or something like that. But I'm nowhere near the top of my leaderboard for my team, and that's because some guy on my team wanted to play for kills and not play the objective at all. So he had like 10 seconds on the hard point, but because he built a kill streak of like, you know, 10 or 12 or 15, he had like a ridiculous amount of XP. He had like 16,000 XP by the end of the game, and I had like 7,000 XP. It just makes no sense. This game rewards you for camping and for building a streak. It doesn't reward you for playing the objective. There's no point in capturing objectives and trying to win in this game because it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't give you any points. It doesn't give you much of a bonus if you win. There's like no incentive to win at all in objective-based game modes. And that's really disheartening because I have always been an objective player. I like winning, and it's extremely frustrating when I lose because my teammates aren't even interested in playing the objective because they're trying to build their score streak and their rewards or their XP, and I can't blame them. Honestly, that's the quickest way to level up in this game, is to build big kill streaks and honestly just camp to get your big score streaks. You'll get so much more score. You'll get like orders of magnitude higher score if you just camp for kill streaks instead of playing the objective in this game. It's the sad truth, but that's how it is. And I hope they fix that, but I don't think they can because the score streaks do not reset in this game. So even if you die, it has no impact on your progression towards earning your score streaks. It leads people to play a more campy defensive game on top of the skill-based matchmaking, which is already making the lobby super competitive. So it's just like a double whammy. It makes it that much more frustrating. It just builds up on top of each other. On top of that, I don't think the score streaks in this game are that good. For the most part in this entire game, I've been using like 3 of the lowest score streaks, which is the RC car, which honestly might be the best assault streak in this game. They just buffed it again. It's like super effective. I use it in objective game modes to get people off flags. Like in a game where, like I said, matches are so competitive and people are holding down every choke point on the map and there's 50,000 lines of sight to look at, the RC car is like super effective in getting rid of campers, or just, you know, like I said, its explosive damage, its range is like incredible. So I've always used that. The UAV and the counter UAV are like increasingly worthless in this game. I think a lot of people run Ghost. So many people run Ghost actually that most of the time when I have a UAV, I'm lucky to see one person on the minimap from the other team. Usually people are wearing Ghost. And their counter UAV is like UAV counter UAV spam in this game is also ridiculous. So a lot of people use the perk that makes you invisible to counter UAVs or makes you immune to the effects of counter UAVs, myself included. So like the wildcard system in this game, the one wildcard that gives you 2 times the amount of perks is like the best in the game by far. There's no reason to use any of the other ones, so most people are just doubling down on their perks and adding Ghost and whatever the perk is that makes you immune to counter UAVs. So like, I don't know, UAV, counter UAV are worthless. Like a lot of the upper score streaks are harder to get, and you can't get them unless you're camping for kill streaks. And yeah, the score streak system is just not good in this game, and it's unfortunate. You know, like I guess they wanted to make it easier for new players to get all of the kill streaks that they wanted, so they made it available even if you died, and it just kind of ruins how people play this game, unfortunately. But those are the major complaints I had. So ultimately, is this game worth getting right now? I don't know. It's probably about 20% of the time it's exciting and fun to play, and about 80% of the time it's pretty frustrating, at least multiplayer wise. It should be the other way around. Like Call of Duty should be fun 80+% of the time, and it should be frustrating only a small percentage of the time. And I feel like this game has a lot of potential, but I'm afraid that they won't change or fix these issues, especially with the skill-based matchmaking. They're doing nothing. They know about it, and they won't admit to the community that they know about it, and you know that there's a problem with it, and it's really concerning and quite unfortunate. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope this video was helpful for those who are considering buying it but haven't bought it yet. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Have a good one.